is the notion that the very first time that you're trying to get your brain around a new concept, the very last thing you need is another human being saying, do you understand this? And that's what was happening with the interaction with my cousins before, and now they could just do it kind of in the intimacy of their own room. These teachers have used technology to humanize the classroom. They took a fundamentally dehumanizing experience, a bunch of 30 kids with their fingers on their lips, not allowed to interact with each other. A teacher, no matter how good, has to give this kind of one-size-fits-all lecture to 30 students, blank faces, slightly antagonistic, and now it's a human experience. Now they're actually interacting with each other. Fundamentally different than what's happening in classrooms right now. In a traditional classroom, you have a couple of homework, lecture, and then you have a snapshot exam. And that exam, whether you get a 70%, an 80%, a 90%, or a 95%, the class moves on to the next topic. And even that 95% student, what was the 5% they didn't know? Maybe they didn't know what happens when you raise something to the 0th power. And then you go build on that in the next concept. That's analogous to, imagine learning to ride a bicycle. And I give you a bicycle, maybe I give you a lecture ahead of time, and I give you that bicycle for 2 weeks, and then I come back after 2 weeks, and I say, well, let's see, you're having trouble taking left turns, you can't quite stop. You're an 80% bicyclist. So I put a big C stamp on your forehead. And then I say, here's a unicycle. But as ridiculous as that sounds, that's exactly what's happening in our classrooms right now.
很多昆虫，我们来带小朋友去看看猫空里面有哪些昆虫。来，请看。 哇，这是一个丛林里面的画面，这是真的在猫空拍的哦，真的，我们就把猫空拍下来。那小朋友们，你们可以看，上面是不是有白色的亮点，对不对？我们来看看白色的亮点里面有什么。点开之后，看到这是什么东西啊？你不知道吗？我。
And who will be cat? Jenny, you will be cat. Please.
That is in the window and the door.
Good.
What's it?
How do you spell it's a B? Capital R C S O B.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's continue to learn page 17.
追踪在这个平台上面操作的时候，我们只要按下我们的第一个追踪键，我们就可以看见我们的电子机。我在这边操作的实况，可以把完整的被录下来，然后左右会有2台电池，我们可以放成直播的部分。就是左右2台电池都会有直播的部分。那我们进入第二个阶段，就是我们的搅拌器。那我们的搅拌器，可以按下第二个按钮，搅拌器它在运作的时候，我们要加多少的水，加多少的糖分，都可以在这边完整的可以看得到。好，来看第3个画面，画面有烤箱的画面。那我们按下烤箱的画面，来看一下这个电视机。你在这边烤箱的一个实况以及我们的一个温度设定等等，都可以完整的被录下来。好。
测试平板操控环控设备的一个操作。好，我们现在可以去控制电动布幕的升降。好，以及我们左边电视，它做一个讯号的切换。好，切回我的定位摄影机。 当我们要做发言的时候，只要按下麦克风，视讯会自动转到我这里来。好，当我停止发言的时候，按下去，它就回到广角。好，那当我们今天系统全部要做关闭的时候，只需要用 Pad 系统关机。好，所有的东西它自动帮你做关闭的动作。